AQ was coined in 1997. It is a long-term predictor of happiness, success, longevity, your ability to learn, and almost nobody knows about it. Everybody knows about IQ. This stands for intelligent quotient. Most people know about EQ. This stands for emotional quotient, your ability to tune into others' emotions and act accordingly. AQ stands for what's called adversity quotient or adaptability quotient. I like to look at adversity quotient or adaptability quotient in two ways. The first is when you're hit with adversity, how hard does it impact you? How hard does it strike your nervous system? How hard does it derail you from the day that you were having? And then adaptability quotient is after you've gone through that initial adversity, how efficiently do you positively adapt to your new change in environment? I believe AQ to be more important than IQ and EQ combined. You could be the most intelligent, beautiful, compassionate, charismatic business person, but your day goes wrong, or you lose a loved one, or your elderly dog dies, and all of a sudden it just ruins your life, and you get sick, and you get depressed, and everything around you starts to crumble. I call it living in a glass castle, where you've got the castle, but you throw a rock at it and the whole thing shatters. The thing about AQ is there's only one way to train it. So with IQ, we practice, learn, study. With EQ, we tune in, we be present, we pay attention to the people that we're with when we're around them. For AQ, adversity quotient, this can only be trained in adversity. So you're driving to a meeting, you're going to be a little bit late, and you get a flat tire. The first thing you can think is, oh my goodness, of course this happens to me, this always happens to me, my life, this, that, blah, blah, blah. That's not going to help anything. If you want to train your adversity quotient, the first thing that you think is, this is a great opportunity for me to train my adversity quotient. Take a couple of breaths. Don't allow this adversity to shake you. Then adapt, change your tire, stay positive, and move forward. The amazing thing about training AQ is that when you train it, the next time you're hit with adversity, and guarantee there's going to be a next time where you're hit with adversity, the less it will impact you. Some of my favorite ways to train adversity are yin yoga, those deep postures that hurt a little bit. And of course, cold water exposure. There's only one thing we can do in these instances, and that is breathe. Take deep breaths, calm our nervous system while we're going into this adversity. In the context of business, the ability to adapt is critical. One of my favorite stories is the Netflix and Blockbuster story, where Netflix went into Blockbuster, gave them a very handsome offer to be part of their company, and Blockbuster literally laughed them out of the boardroom. No one's gonna watch videos online, you're crazy. Obviously, we know how that went. There's literally one Blockbuster left, and Netflix is a multi-billion-dollar company. Blockbuster failed to predict, and most importantly, failed to adapt. Any successful entrepreneur will tell you that they ran a business and it failed, and then they started a new one and it failed, or they were driving their business in this direction, and then they pivot, adapt, change. This is critical for being a successful entrepreneur and for being a successful person. As you go through the rest of this program, keep adversity quotient on the front of your mind. This is the cornerstone of this course, and it is the reason why we call this courage. Exercising adversity and exercising adaptability take courage. It takes strength, both mental, emotional, and physical, to get through these tough, adverse times. The good news is you can get better, you can get stronger, and that's what this program is for.